Well, we are getting you ready for a very festive weekend ahead here in our studio kitchen. It is Food City Friday, and Chef Julie always brings such fun and festive things to our kitchen, and you've certainly done that this morning.
Well, this is a new idea I hadn't actually done before myself, but I was trying to think, what can we do that's kind of fun, and thinking ahead to Thanksgiving too. Who doesn't love pumpkin rolls? I
love pumpkin rolls. And this is the time of year for pumpkin.
It is the time of year for pumpkin rolls, and so I saw this really cool idea where someone had baked in a design into the cake, and so that is a spider web design pattern on this one, which is perfect for Halloween.
Into the cake?
It's baked into it, yeah. That's actually part of the batter. So I'll show you the process, and honestly, the idea I'm showing today, you can use in so many different ways, but we'll show how to do the Halloween one. If you've made a pumpkin roll before, you know you need a big pan. This is the one I use, and of course we've got our batter right here, and we want to line it with a piece of parchment. But in order to do a design, there's an extra step you do, and in this case we'll do spider web, and I kind of created this little spider web pattern myself. Just online, and if you go to bakingwithjulie.com, you can download the PDF of this very design.
Thank you.
And if you want to save time, or if you're creative, make your own. But of course, you can see through parchment paper. So you will just put this down right here and put the parchment paper on top. And see, you can still see through that.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
It is. So now the second thing is you've got to get your batter. So you take a little batter. I took a half cup out, and I added dark cocoa powder. Cocoa, there's all kinds, and you can find this dark kind. I actually have black cocoa powder as well. There's all kinds of cocoa powder out there. But anyway, so when you mix in about 1.5 tablespoons, look how dark that gets.
Oh yeah, it looks black.
And that's better than just food coloring, because it's
now, is it going to flavor it at all?
A little bit, but what's wrong with
chocolate? Yeah, I mean, I love that. I think that would be wonderful.
So you don't really taste a whole lot of it because there's not that much.
Just a little hint.
So there, now we'll just take this, and I've got a number 4 round tip. You don't want too big a hole because, batter's a little thin and you don't want it to run on you. But then you just start piping over the lines you've created. Now this takes a minute. This is fiddly, but it's not hard. It just takes a little time, a little patience. Would you like to give it a go?
There's a lot of detail.
You can't mess this up. You really, and to use a pastry bag, you want to twist it. Hold it this way, and you squeeze like that if you're right-handed. If you're left, just do the opposite. There you go. Otherwise, it's like a tube of toothpaste and it comes out the other end. Yeah, you can't mess up.
You say that.
You see, you're doing it.
I am. Look at
She's doing it.
I am doing it.
Maybe Cake Buds will hire you for
Oh, no. that ship has sailed a long time ago. I tried a little. Oh, this is so fun, though.
So what I plan to do for Thanksgiving, like this is a spider web, and you can just keep on going. Just keep going. Is you could do stripes, you could do like a plaid pattern, whatever you want. And what we're going to do here in a little bit, which I'll do off camera when y'all are having fun with the rest of your show, I'm going to bake this in your oven for about 4 minutes. It sets the pattern. Now, if you don't want to bake it, you can also freeze it. My freezer wasn't big enough to accommodate my pan, but you could freeze it for a few minutes until it's solid. And then I will take the rest of that batter, and I'll show you that in a little while, and pour over the top. And then you bake the whole thing for real. And that's how you bake in the design.
This is so fun.
See, and you can have kids do this.
Like,
I mean, you can't.
Look at me. I'm so.
That's it.
Chris is like, yes, you did well.
It's important to remember you're going to see the underside of the design. So if you want to say Happy Halloween, you can do it, but do it in reverse. You got to do it in reverse, because whatever you do is going to be the opposite that you actually see, because it's the underneath. And it's easy on Word. You can print something out with a cool font and flip it. There's a way to flip it around so it's in reverse and print it out that way, and just trace over it, and there you go.
That is too fun.
Yeah.
And you've done that with this one, and then you also have a little extra one over there as well.
I do. I used a different kind of batter with that one to show if you used a light color batter, you can use different food colorings, and just the possibilities are endless on what you can do.
I love how fun it is, and you always make everything look so fun. Your presentation is great. And you said too, you have shared the recipe for the
recipe's on there, and honestly, this is just what's on the back of the can, y'all. When you buy the thing of pumpkin and it's got the recipe on the back, that's what it is. But bakingwithjulie.com, I have the actual recipe, and I have links to other roll cake recipes if you want to, kind of jazz it up and do different things with it.
And then you made the little sheets for us, so we can download
so download that.
those.
You got the spider web is on my website, and you'll find it right there. Underneath, I think it's a roll into Halloween or whatever. But you'll see that on my kind of go down a little bit on there where there's the different featured blog post.
And this is the actual batter.
That is the actual batter right there. Yeah, that's it. So it's not that hard to do.
I love this. This is just so much fun.
It is.
All right, I'm going to just keep tracing here because this is just...
So I think it's a great thing to get the kids involved in.
Yes, if I can do it, the kids can do it.
If they're a little old enough, then they can just, with something like a spider web, you can't really go wrong.
My child would love this.
The one thing to remember too is when the part of the design you're going to see the most is about 1/3 in. Because the other parts will be either inside or under the roll. So if there's something special you want to say, something you want to make sure is shown, just think about right in there is the part that you're going to see the most.
Okay.
It'll be the most visible part.
So start on the edges so that you can, work out the kinks. And
that's
then by
right,
the time
exactly.
You get to the middle,
that's a good point.
That'll be perfect.
That's a good point. That would be a good way to do it.
Eli, we've got a craft this weekend. This will be a ball. All right, thank you so much. We've got other ideas. She's going to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving, which is, of course, too, right around the corner. For all the recipes, the printable stuff, all that good stuff, you can go to bakingwithjulie.com. And, of course, for more on all the products, foodcity.com.